I don't know what's going on with these birds, dude.
They started going up north, and there's a lot of them.
Literally about an hour ago.
Probably 200, 300 flock.
They just kept coming. I mean, they weren't in like huge flocks. It wasn't like deafening the sky or the sun. But Dad, have you seen all these birds? They're all flying in one direction.
It's kind of getting me.
I think we might have a Ruski bomb on its way over here, and these motherfuckers know about it, and they're starting to fly wherever the hell they need to fly to get away from it.
They're spies. That's what it is.
I'm getting kind of nervous. Yeah.
Well, they got little cameras on them or whatever.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It looks
Drones.
like a drone.
Yeah. It's probably just Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous about it, but the show doesn't stop. The show must go on.
It has to.
We have episode 33 tonight. It's going to be jam packed.
And we have
tonight.
Uncle Joel on.
And we have Uncle Joel hanging out with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on. The uncles just keep.
That's right.
We keep the uncle door open. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, guys, that's right. They call us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cave. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Make sure you catch us live. And then, of course, if you don't catch us live, you can always catch the recap Monday, wherever you get your podcast drip. Episode 33, you guys.
Yeah,
we're almost there. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Technically, on my Simplecast page, it says we're at 40 episodes because we did like 5 or 6 practice runs, and then we did the pilot. Pilot doesn't count as episode 1. This is episode 30. I mean, we're gaining on 52, which is a whole damn year. And I was like, didn't we skip one? And he's like, no, we did like a little bit of a best of. And I was like, but that was during the COVID episode. That's when we were calling each other on the phones, but we did some best of in between because we didn't want people to have to listen to that sounding audio the whole show,
Yeah.
But we're almost to skip a year. One. Yeah.
So what are we going to do for the year anniversary? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh God, there's got to be some sort of like academic decathlon or something where we all compete against each other and we put that on the show. And oh man, yeah, we'll have some guest host come in and he'll do a 3-way trivia, so I finally get to play.
I like that.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Who do you want?
I'm making t-shirts too.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 year, 52 weeks.
52 weeks. Yep.
Okay.
Been working on it. 40's a big number. I'm ready for 40. 40's peaking around. They used to say, it takes 40 episodes to get good at it.
40's a big number.
I'm waiting for it.
Chris Smith is going to be turning 40.
40. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
So 40 is a big number.
It is a big number.
Shout out to
big shout out.
Uncle Joel's
That's son. Right. His hilarious son, Chris Smith. Oh, God love him.
God.
Chris, you're ugly.
In case you're listening out there, Chris, which you are, you're ugly.
Don't believe all the propaganda.
Well, we got a huge show for you. Huge show for you tonight.
Wait.
Yeah, we're actually going to be playing who Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire once again tonight, which is always fun. Tonight's topic is U.S. presidents. So we're going to see. Last time he played, he got all 10 questions correct, and he won the $1 million. Still waiting on that check, I'm sure. It's in the mail. Don't worry about it. But we got you tonight, and it's U.S. presidents. So we've done what have we done so far? We've done
rock and roll,
like classic rock. We did movies. The last one that he won on was musical instruments, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So tonight we have American presidents.
They're pretty tough, right? I mean, I had a couple of questions. You sent them over, previewed. I previewed them.
I think it's going to be good. Yeah. And then also we're going to do a little Did You Know That, but not a little Did You Know That. We're going to do a lot of Did You Know That. We're going to devote a whole segment to our beloved city, St. Petersburg, tonight. Little facts, little things you might not know about St. Pete. So we're going to talk about that this evening. Me and Ryan did a lot of research. I felt like a high school student again, preparing for an oral presentation in front of the class, in front of the auditorium about the history of St. Petersburg and stuff like that. I mean,
do you know how hard it is to get a press pass around St. Pete these days?
It's tough,
It's
dude.
super tough. I thought 31 years, born and raised, I would be able to walk in anywhere I want. Nope.
I'm known in those bars. I expected a little more red carpet. That's all I'm saying. I'm known. I've paid some of those people's kids through college.
I've fallen down there. I've fallen there. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I went to the concrete.
Ryan and I also we did what we said last week. We went and saw the damned Foo Fighters movie. So we're going to talk about that for sure. That was fun, man.
That was awesome.
That was fun. Yeah, that was all part of my Sunday funny. I had a Sunday fun day. I treated myself this past Sunday.
What'd you do?
Like I said, I was hemming and hawing between going to that movie or going to that concert. Well, I did both.
You dirty dog.
I treated myself,
You
man. It was so
dirty
nice.
dog.
I got up nice and early, got super stoned, had a few beers, just got a little loose. Started listening to. I've been on a Faces kick lately. Rod Stewart and Faces back in the early 70s, 71, 73 is the. Oh man, good albums, man. So so I'm just walking around downtown. I'm feeling myself. I go, all right, I'm gonna go to a bar first for about an hour or two, get kind of loose for this movie because the movie was at 4:20. Awesomely enough, down there at Sundial, and I was nervous because we also had the Grand Prix on Sunday. So I'm sitting at the bar and all the TVs had the Grand Prix on, and Dad actually calls and he's going, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "Actually, man, I'm sitting here at the bar right now typing out your Who Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire for this week." He goes, "Well, if you want to come on over, we're hanging out. We're probably going to, fire up the grill and do this." And I go, "Actually, I'm doing a treat myself day, but I appreciate the invite." So I sat there and I did that little pre-show prep, walked down to Sundial, go to see the movie. Awesome, good time, had a beer, one beer throughout the whole movie. They said, "We can serve you 2." And I was just like, "Oh, like I can get 2 at a time?" They're like, "No, that's the limit on beers that you can get in a theater."
You can fuck right off.
Yeah, because when I saw Bill and Ted in that the one in Seminole.
This is America, right? I mean, Jesus.
I thought this was America. If you're selling beer and I'm not intoxicated or visibly intoxicated,
I'm gonna sneak in the
you
other
better give me
5.
more
You know what I
beer.
mean?
When we went to that cafe in Seminole and the movie cafe type thing where you just buzz your seat and someone comes and serves you a beer, I must have had me like 17 Dr. Peppers.
I was about to say, that's where you draw the line, though. When people actually come deliver your beers is like, okay, all right. You know
At
what I
one
mean?
point during the movie, I was like, "Hey, buddy, just come about every 10, 15 minutes."
Yeah, and if you have a gallon of milk hollowed out for a piss bucket, I'll take that
That's
too.
right.
I
So-
love this movie. I'm not getting
That was the hard part, though. So once I get through the movie, I
was
only
probably
had
Castaway.
the one beer. I didn't get up to go get another beer because I didn't want to miss any of the movie. But then, of course, once I got out of there, I had to run to the other wing real quick, use the head, and then I'm like, all right, it's fucking rock time. Now it's time to go to this concert. So I pop those earbuds back in. I start hauling ass around. I'm like, I need a quick beer and a shot that's not going to cost me $20. So let me stop off at this bar real quick. Have that. Went into One Night Stand.
Oh, ooh.
One Night
with
Stand,
the bowl?
yeah.
Did you ride the bowl?
Well, I mean, it's right there in the same parking. It's in below the parking structure of Sundial, so it's convenient enough. I ran in there real quick. Tab was $11. I was feeling good. I gave the guy 20. I said, "Keep the change." Slammed the shot. Went outside. Slammed the beer in like 3 minutes because I started seeing all the people.
Are you bragging right now?
All the people started walking because you can see Janice from that bar. So you start seeing all the people start like gathering. You're like, all right, I can see how long the line is. All right, let's slam this beer real quick. Let's go hop in. And it was awesome, man. I was really glad I did it.
So there's a mechanical bull there, and you did not ride the mechanical bull.
I did not ride
No?
the bull. Oh,
Well,
at
you
One
need
Night
to ride
Stand
the
there
bull.
is. Yeah. There is a mechanical bull there. But no, I was by myself. I was hanging out. I just wanted to rip one real quick and gave the guy some money. Hopped in line. A lot of old dudes, not old. When I say old, a lot of dudes my age that are like 35 to 50 that listen to this band. It was a 25-year anniversary tour. So, I mean, some of us aren't, in high school anymore listening to punk rock, but we still go out to the show. And it was fun. It was good. It was hot water music, like I had said in the previous episode. One gripe I had, even himself, Chuck Reagan, legend, love Chuck, usually sings. Well, this band, they kind of rasp, yell a lot, and he had a younger guy playing lead guitar that was doing all of his vocals for him, and that was the big gripe that I had, because I was like, all right, man, I understand it's a little hard to yell like that in the advanced stage. Well, just don't go on tour then. You know what I mean? Don't just have this guy, this young kid come. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, if you can't sing anymore and if you're known for having a certain voice, I mean, you got to know
very
when to call it
distinct
quits.
vocal.
But also, he's not that, he's not, let's just say hot water music isn't that big of a band, right? So he needs to sustain himself, right? What
That's
can
true.
he do right now? How old is he?
He's probably I would guess probably 46, 48, something like that.
So he needs to sustain himself for a little bit more.
Yeah.
And, he's not going to work out at Annie Ann's at a Tyrone fucking Square Mall. I don't,
All right,
or
good-
I
fair
would.
point.
Maybe. I would. I don't know. Have you ever seen him whip those pretzels? It takes an art.
I think they're Gainesville, by the way, so I think he's just puttering around Gainesville most of the time, doing
Probably.
side projects, hanging out. But
Probably
you know
playing
what?
a lot of golf.
I went and saw him. It was a great show. Ended up leaving a little early before the headliner played because I was just like, you know what? I'm good. You know, I'm going to go ahead, do another bar and hang out and piss in a bathroom that's not going to take me 20 minutes to get in line, you know? So, yeah, it was a good treat myself Sunday. But we saw the movie, right? You saw the movie 20 minutes later than I saw it. What did you think?
I thought it was good.
Studio 666.
It's Foo Fighters.
The new Foo Fighters movie. So they decided to do a fucking horror movie, and we were talking about this, and Ryan and I, you know, being the Foo Fighters nerds that we are, we had to go see it, and it was different.
Yeah, it was shitty acting. It was
Very shitty acting.
But great movie. I mean, it was just one of those, you're going to get like a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes, but if you like the band,
now there may
Dave
be
Grohl,
some
it's
spoilers
okay.
in this next segment, so if you have yet to see the movie and you really intend to go see the movie, just maybe turn your radio down for about the next 6 minutes.
I don't think anyone's going to see this movie because we went into the theater and
I had two.
I had 3 other people.
I had 2.
It was me, Danielle, and 3 other people. Okay. And you were downtown with the Grand Prix and all that. You're at a downtown St. Pete
but
movie theater, and there's only 2 people.
People aren't watching the final lap and then heading over to Sundial to see the Foo
I
Fighters
want to
movie.
see the numbers on this movie because it is probably
It's tanking.
freaking
We saw-
great. If there's only
It might get pulled. It might get pulled
collectively between us 2 watching it, there was 10 people in the theater. Like,
in the city.
okay,
In the city
all
that
right.
we know of, in
Well,
Pinellas County that we know of.
I don't know. Maybe
2
it'll
out of
be
the 3 theaters we have.
maybe
there was
it'll
5
be like this
people at that
podcast. Maybe
showtime.
it'll get a little footing, and you know.
Well, you know, so spoiler alert, I was really the beginning where they do the flash of 1993 and that's how the curse starts and they're all walking around. It's a grunge band or whatever and they're doing that. When they're bashing that chick's head in with the hammer,
that was so
I was
sweet.
like, whoa, dude,
Yeah.
this is going like off the rails right in the first 3
Oh,
minutes,
it's gory.
man. Like,
It's gory.
I was like, holy shit. And they were kind of cutting away and showing like, you know, graphics of like Foo Fighters film, but they just kept going back to this. And I was like, I was kind of shocked.
Do you remember how Rami died? So like these dudes in this movie.
So Dave
they're
Grohl's the
having-
lead singer, and he basically gets possessed by trying to secretly steal the old music of the band that died in the house, trying to record an album in '93. And he gets inspired by their music, but also possessed by like an evil spirit, and he's killing off all the band members one at a time. But the band has to kind of
Yeah,
act.
where are you guys at on this? Come on,
Oh,
why don't you guys
it's-
join? I'm just kidding.
It's so good. It was so good. Yeah.
No, it is awesome, but yeah, no, I think you just wait.
There was some
Just
good
maybe
kills, and you know, there were some good jokes, and I was most proud of the bass player, Nate Mendel, and the guitar player who was their former first guitar player, who also played a little bit of guitar with Nirvana back when Dave was drumming. Pat Smear. The 2 of them kind of buddied up at the end, and like they did pretty good. They were kind of trying to like stop things and let's go save Dave's ass, you know, and they had to kind of carry the plot a little bit, and I was really proud of them. So,
You know,
and
they
good
had
music.
to kind of like rap or not rap, but whatever. But how they had like cameos. There's one cameo after I watched it that I was like, who should I thought would have been in that movie?
Right, that wasn't,
And
or
yeah, because he had well, who's close Dave Grohl to other people that
Jack
are
Black should have
and
been in
I was
it,
like,
yeah.
I definitely the D should have probably,
yeah,
but I was like, I
because
don't
Dave
know.
Grohl did drum for
Yeah.
Tenacious
Oh, yeah.
D's album, and Tenacious D are actually good actors and good singers and
Yep.
stuff. So that was surprising that they weren't in it. But you know, Will Forte's little cameo was awesome, or 2 cameos was awesome. Definitely, Whitney Cummings was amazing in it, and yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was fun, and I haven't been in a movie theater in a long time. I can't think of the last time I've been in a movie theater. I think it was the second installment of Jurassic World with Chris Pratt. So that's been like a few years. I'm sitting in the movie theater. I'm high. I'm not going to lie, dude. And I'm pretty buzzed at this point. I've had a few shots, a few beers. I have my IPA in the cup holder. I'm kind of just like sunk in that seat. I'm 20 minutes early, and I love to be early because I love the movie trivia, right? And they do
For
like
sure.
in this movie, blah, 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 was supposed to originally play. And I'm like, know this, know that, blah, blah. They used to play the answers on the next slide or show a local commercial, and then they come back with the answers. Now, instead of the answers, it's a damn QR code. Like they're expecting me to get out, which they tell you not to do. They're expecting me to get out my phone in the movie theater and take a picture of the QR code and get the answer. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool.
No,
And then
it is. It's not cool.
I'm kind of baked, and then the AMC intro starts. Okay, this is a good one, Dad. You're gonna appreciate this. Now you remember the shooting in the Batman theater, right?
In
You remember
Boulder,
that horrible
Colorado?
you
Boulder,
remember that
Colorado.
horrible story. So I'm in the theater. I'm kind of stoned. I'm just kind of enjoying myself, doing whatever, kind of drunk. And then all of a sudden the AMC intro comes on. Now, it's been a couple years since I've been in the movie theater, so I'm sure this has been playing for a little while. But it comes on, and I actually have a little clip of it if you'd like to hear it real quick.
Sure.
All right, so this is the things that they're saying immediately in the opening. And I'm starting to get freaked out.
God.
Thank you for choosing AMC Theaters, where we make movie moments AMC amazing.
Pretty good so far.
Your safety is important to us, so remember, keep an eye on your valuables. Be sure to report any suspicious behavior.
What?
And please take a moment to find the exit closest to you.
What?
In case of emergency, walk out of the building and move far away.
What? And I'm kind of just like, all right, dude, I get it.
So yeah, for
But
Uncle,
I'm
Uncle
trying
Joel
to-
here, it's basically saying it's like
He's like,
it's a beautiful production.
keep an
which
eye on
is
all your
even
belongings.
Crazier, and it's like keep an eye on all your belongings.
Report
know where
any
the exits
suspicious
are at.
behavior. Know where all your exits are, and if in case of emergency, leave the building and get far away.
And this
And
is
now, and now enjoy the movie.
and you're like, and you're stoned, and you're like,
and I'm just like, well,
oh.
fuck now. Now I'm gonna go watch a horror movie. Okay, all right.
But I
tight.
guess the good thing is there was only a couple people else in the theater.
Yeah.
So the
I gotta
odds are
go-
really
yeah.
with you on
I
this
did.
one.
I did an ocular pat down. I did an ocular pat down as they were walking up the steps when the lights were still kind of up, and I assessed them to
You
not
had
be a threat.
Batman uniform run.
Yeah. So I was good.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, though. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah,
like a
it just-
buzzkill,
it
you
just
know?
kinda
Like,
rubbed me
hey,
the
by
wrong
the
way.
way, you know,
This. You remember when this happened?
If
So
you
just
see
in
some
case this happens
suspicious
again,
activity-
We're not responsible.
some things just should be left in the past. And let's change the damn thing already. AMC. It's 2022 already. We have COVID and we have everything else to worry about these days. Let's change the damn thing. Let's make it a little happier. Then they're just advertising snacks and all this other stuff. And I didn't see one beer in there.
I know because they only limit you at 2. Come on, that they're mousetrapping themselves if they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Can't have more than 2. Yeah,
no,
bet you
no.
can't have just 2.
Well, when you're sitting in a theater, come the movie you want to see, and then all the trailers come on, you keep saying, "Where's the movie? Where's the movie?"
There was 6 trailers.
It's like a movie in and of itself coming in. Yeah.
There was
Oh,
6.
yeah.
I thought the movie was going to start at a specific time because I had to go to the concert after. I didn't realize that start time started when the preview
Oh,
started.
dude, yeah,
So,
no,
I lost 20 fucking minutes right there.
Oh yeah, you're like it's a racket. You're like what? And then some of it's bullshit. Some
Did
of
you
it's
see the
okay.
Bob's Burgers trailer though?
I took a piss and I was walking in halfway.
Oh no!
But I've seen
Ladies
it.
and
I
gentlemen,
have seen it.
I didn't even know about this.
Oh, we're
but
going.
Bob's Burgers. They're coming out with a fucking movie. It's gonna
Hey,
be
let's
so
go
awesome.
see it. But you go to a different theater.
Yeah,
I'll go to
and
a
you go
different
20
theater.
minutes
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 33. We have a huge show for you tonight, so please don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick little break, go throw some darts. Ryan, what do you say, bud?
Well, I can't wait to whoop that ass at birthdays.
These guys look like the old dudes from the Muppets that hang out in the auditorium. What do you guys have to say?
We'll see you later, Sonny.
All right, we'll be back. That's it. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
I see no movement over there on the right side.
Let's get drunk.
Gosh,
That's right, guys. Welcome back. It's They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel out there, guy, because if you do, you get notifications whenever we come on live or whenever we post the Redux of video. And we're going to be having new videos we're going to start leaking here soon.
It's going to be a good year.
Me and Ryan were talking.
gonna be
I
a
have some
great year.
content I've kind of been collecting, some best of the show, and we're thinking about doing some crazy things and little out and about bits and all sorts of stuff. But then also, you can also get alerts whenever we come on live with our sister podcast every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is this football?
I do
With,
like
with
me some Is This Football.
I'm going to tell you last week, if you haven't listened, guys, and if you still haven't checked it out, Sports are a little dry right now, so the guys are having to get a little creative. And this past episode 6, was really, really good. We did it on Tuesday night, and normally I just listen, I make the notes, I produce it, I cut it, I edit it, blah blah. I was laughing a little bit, man. I was like, this is fucking funny. Like this is good stuff. Good. So yeah, make sure you check that out. It's called Is This Football, with our good friends Dan Benson and Edward Doyle, and myself, of course. So yeah, guys, Tiger Cage Media, we're out here. It's gonna be a big summer. Huge summer. And then Ryan,
20-footers,
dickhead,
bro.
What did you say last podcast? I think it was where you said we have a new album coming out come Christmas time.
Oh yeah, we have a new EP coming out by the end of the year.
I've been steady thinking about that in the shower. I was like, this asshole put us on.
I absolutely did.
So we have.
I have about 4 right now.
All right, you go ahead and get your. I want a full one from you, and I'll do a full one, and we'll do like Outcast. We'll do a split where you have a whole full album, and I have a whole full Speaker Box, Love Below. We put it out. It's your album. We both on.
And then people
we both
vote.
We both on both, but one is the creative drive for one, and one is the creative driver for the other album. I think that'd be a nice challenge.
What if we do like the 50 Cent Kanye West, where they challenge each other and they're like, which album sells the most or has the most listens, and then the other one just completely falls off the other face of the earth.
We should
create
our own Twitter accounts and just start an internet beef with each other about like who's going to be spitting the hottest fire, and I might just do a rap record. You know what I mean? Just to shut your shit down, dude. If I came in with some hip hop, like actually tried Tim Fight style, like oh fuck, dude, you'd be screwed, man. Well, anyway, guys,
I'd love to hear it.
It is They Call Us a Breeze, and it is segment number 2, and that only means one thing: it is time to do it. Let's go, celebrity birthdays. There is no birthday party for me in here. Guys, we are really, really close right now. I mean, like, super, super close. Dad is only 3 points behind, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's the
Come on,
I think that's the tightest.
I
think that's the tightest that you've been.
It's been a long time since you've been down by only 3. We did 9-10, 9-10. Last week we were at 6, and tonight
when was Tom Brady drafted? 144th. You know what I'm saying?
No, 199th.
190. So it takes some time. It
That's
takes
right.
time,
It takes
but
time.
you know,
Takes
legends
time to be
never
the
die.
GOAT.
All right, let's go.
All right, well, let's get into the very first birthday. Let's do it. The very lovely, very talented, married to Justin Timberlake, super attractive. She played Mary on Seventh Heaven back in the day. We used to watch this show, Dad. The oldest sister on Seventh Heaven. Very happy birthday goes out to Miss Jessica Biel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, so Seventh Heaven was on when I was probably in like middle school to high school. You remember we used to watch it all the time, The Big Family, and they were very Christian. They had all the values and everything, and she was the oldest sister on that show. She's married to Justin Timberlake, who I'm sure you're familiar with. He's one of the members of NSYNC. How old do you think Jessica Biel is, Dad?
46.
Dad says 46. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm going to go 44.
Ryan's going to get it, actually. She is 40 today. She is 40.
Oh, wow.
That surprised me. She was a little younger than I thought she would be. Yeah, but...
I wonder how old JT is, huh?
He's probably about 43.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, I would probably say JT is probably about 43. I mean, I remember loving Jessica Biel in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot. Remember when they did that?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
How about, have you ever seen the movie Summer's Catch?
I don't
with
think I
Freddie
have.
Prinze Jr. And Jessica Biel, and it's all about Matthew
FPJ?
Lillard.
How do I not... I don't think... And Matthew Lillard's in it?
And yeah, it's all about... They play AAA baseball, and it's called the Chatham... Dan right now. Benson would probably like shoot me, but...
All right, well, I'll
you
have to check that out. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, guys, moving right along. Ryan gets that point. Second birthday we have for you. She is very lovely, very talented. Still got it, in my opinion. She plays on Modern Family currently.
Oh, yeah.
But she was
Happy Gilmore.
the lovely Virginia Bennett in Happy Gilmore. She was the blonde reporter in Happy Gilmore. And she's on Modern Family now. Her name is Julie Bowen. Happy birthday to you, Julie. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, so Julie Bowen's birthday. All right, Ryan, Modern Family, Happy Gilmore.
58.
I was going to say 54.
Dad says 54. He's going to get it. She is actually 52 today. She is 52. All right, that ties it up for the night so far. Good start, boys. Good start. Proud of you. Dad's exercise. He's saving a lot of that gel and a lot of that gear for the Bre'llionaire segment later on tonight.
I got him right where I wanted him.
That's right. Well, the next one, definitely Dad will remember.
Okay,
Ryan,
so I might have to defer on this one.
Ryan might remember. He played the youngest son of America's most dysfunctional family, aside from The Simpsons, in a real show. The man, the myth, the legend, Al Bundy, used to sit there on the couch with his hand down his pants. His wife Peg, would come in. It was always a good time. The oldest sister, Christina Applegate, or the sister, Christina Applegate, very attractive. But you gotta love Bud Bundy, right? The youngest kid, the son, Mr. David Faustino. Happy birthday to you, Bud.
All right.
All right, so now that show started, and he was pretty young, I think, when that show started.
Do you remember the show, Uncle Joel?
Right.
Do you have a lock on the age? Do you think the youngest son would be? Because I'm deferring to you right now.
Well, Dad gets to take it first.
I'm going to say 56.
Dad's going to say 56. All right.
Swing it over.
47.
Damn. Uncle Joe almost gets the double bubble. He is 48 years
Come
old
on,
today.
Uncle Joel. Whoop his ass.
That's right.
Tomorrow on the course, too.
All right. Ryan's defer went well.
Tough crowd.
Ryan's defer goes
no
well.
respect.
No respect at all. No respect.
I'll take 2 of those, 3 of those. Oh, that hat looks hideous. It looks good on you.
All
though.
right. Next one. 90s rapper. He played the voice of the lizard in Fern Gully. He was in Ace Ventura, the black dude from Ace Ventura. He had 2 pretty big songs in the 90s. Wow, dang. And then also he had Funky Cole Medina.
Oh, really? Really?
He was in Ace
Funky
Ventura?
Cole Medina. You remember that song? Yeah, he was in Ace
Everybody
Ventura.
knows that song.
Tone Loc, it is his birthday today. Very happy birthday to you, big guy. All right, so it's Ryan's shot. What do you say, Tone Loc?
Jeez, I don't freaking know. Can I defer and put $1 in the pocket again?
No, you can't do that.
Okay.
Nope,
All
you're
right.
out of chips.
I'm going to say he's 55.
55. Dad, what do you think?
I'll say 57.
Oh, fuck. You guys are going to split the point. He is 56. Damn it. I thought you were going to go 56,
Oh, I
Dad.
meant to. I was.
I thought you were going to go one up.
I was
I meant
going
to.
And he went just on the other side of it. Damn it. So close to the double bubble there. All right. Well, you
I
each get
fell
the point.
asleep.
So that means that Ryan's only 1 point ahead. So we're not terrible. We still have 1 left.
Terrible.
This is an example, a prime example of sometimes it being slim pickings for birthdays, okay? Because this next one, I definitely know she has a hit. This is more for all of you out there in radio listener land. She had some hits on the radio. She's a very young singer. Camila Cabello, a very happy birthday goes out to you today, darling. She sang Havana, oh na na.
I know it. Okay.
In Atlanta, oh na na. Graduated fresh on campus.
Yeah.
East out, it's a matter with no manners.
I did.
Wait, Randy
Put that
Newman
through
wasn't
school.
on the song, right?
Yeah.
No.
You did.
I did have.
All right, so a young pop star.
A young pop star.
A young pop star, Father. What do you
and
think?
she had a hit probably 4 years ago.
24 years old.
24 years old, Ryan. What do you got?
That's actually a pretty good guess. That's a really good guess. 27.
Dad's going to get it. Almost a double bubble. She is 25 today.
You kidding me?
Happy birthday, Camille. Wow, guys. All right,
He's
so
a-
that's a
he's
tie
a closet listener,
because
that's
of the
why.
split point. That is an absolute tie game, and that doesn't usually happen, guys. Great job.
Hey, thanks for keeping me in there.
Exactly,
Thanks for keeping me in
absolutely.
there, Uncle Joel.
Happy birthday, all you guys.
You get them little whippersnappers every now and then. Got it right where I want it.
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right. Well, damn. Okay, so we're just gonna go right back to where we were, and Dad is just still 3 points behind Ryan. So congratulations, Dad.
That was a
Appreciate
wash.
that,
All
yeah.
that work for a wash. I love it.
And he didn't even need to use a lifeline. So I mean, boom.
Oh, is that flexing? Is
But he
flexing
might
on me?
might have to use Joel as a lifeline later. That's for damn sure when we come up with that Who Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire segment. Before we get into that, contests, birthdays, Bre'llionaires. America's favorite contest is back on, ladies and gentlemen, for a 20th season. And I just happened to stumble across it on the Hulu, and it popped up, and it recommended itself to me. And I said, you know what? It has been a hot damn minute since I have watched this show.
You're like, I hated it.
And it's
but I
episode
love it
1.
now.
So episode 1 of American Idol, ladies and gentlemen, and it's always fun to watch in the beginning because they have the bad people, like the
Are
real
they still doing that?
terrible
Are they still?
They still show some.
Wait, so who are the
some
judges
funky
now?
Ones.
Like, what's
so,
up?
okay, the judges now, and I had no idea. It's been so long since I've watched it, but Katy Perry is in there. Lionel Richie, which I mean, notable,
Okay.
and you know,
Okay. Hey, Dave Grohl, when he's singing the song, Lionel Richie, he's like, "Get your own fucking song." Man.
Oh, that was
Anyways,
funny.
that was-
Yeah, Lionel Richie was in the movie.
Anyway.
Dave was having writer's block, and he's sitting at the piano and he's playing the beginning of "Hello, Is It Me You're Looking For?" and the ghost of not the ghost, but Lionel Richie just comes through the door and he's like, "Get your own fucking song, Dave. That's my song. That's my song." So yeah, but Lionel Richie, and then Luke Bryan is the third.
Hey, y'all doing?
Hi guys, that's Luke Bryan out
my
here.
Coors Light backyard barbecue. My name's Luke Bryan.
My name's Luke Bryan.
I like Coors Light.
I got my own Coors Light can. Hey, I'm Luke Bryan.
I
approve this
I
message.
saw Luke Bryan with T-Pain and Asher Roth at UCF Arena one time.
Not interested.
How sweet was
Just
that?
not interested.
Well, so are they? So there's no one. Who's the mean one, right? Who's replacing Simon Cowell?
There's really not a mean one anymore. But
so
like
it's
they all
very,
have their own
like-
personality. Well, Katy Perry had a lot of outbursts in this last episode. Actually, now that you want to mention, if you want to mention like someone
Like,
that's
what do you
standing
mean?
out as far as so there was a few. I mean, there was tons of kids on there, and a lot of them were very talented from what I could see. But there was 3 notable performances that I specifically remember. The very first one that I remember was this girl named Normandy, and she was from Baltimore. Now this girl was a little heavyset. She dressed in like all this weird, like she had Hello Kitty boots on that were just loud and huge. She had maybe striped socks on. She had all this weird like little backpack. Definitely was a character.
Sure.
And her voice was at a register that was so annoying.
Like a it's like a chipmunk, like a squeaky.
She's like, "Hello, everybody," and she came in and she's like, "I'm gonna sing a song here today," and the judges are just laughing already. They're just like, I mean, what the hell?
That Simon Cowell's got another show with extreme tricks. And
Oh, like stupid human tricks, basically.
they're real tricks. They had a guy doing a hot wire act across the rope, and it was on fire as he went across.
No shit.
And they had these other guys that went down a slide with a chair and did a flip. Like when they do the bicycles and the skateboard.
Oh, where they can like actually
yeah.
wrap around
It
it.
was unbelievable. It was on the other night.
I want to see like the outtakes. I want to see the
Yeah,
shit
somebody
that gets
falls.
wrong. You know what I mean?
Somebody crash and burn.
Give me that.
But them guys were so funny. They went down with in a chair, and I forget the other 2 things that I believe. And they actually flipped and come down the other side.
Yeah, that's gonna be
You next? Are
that's
you
gonna
next?
be a no for me, dog.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
doing no
thank you.
flips on a bicycle around a wire. You can, I mean, sometimes my feet are often taped to the bicycle on this one.
Hey,
this is one example where
When
they are
you guys
not.
go golf tomorrow, we can put a ramp out there for you guys to try to do a loop if you want to. You want to try to do a loop?
We're gonna be out there with air.
not
air
a
horns
looper,
fucking
but a
with
loop.
them.
He's driving.
It was a lot like it was like the Winter Olympics. I mean, like the ski jump.
Yeah.
They did go down the hill and get some speed. The one guy was like basically their platforms were all like skateboards, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's bottoms.
Yeah.
That one guy.
How
went down
far
on-
did they go?
They went.
They
pretty
went.
high,
They
yeah.
went pretty. They went. I mean, it was like way up
Well, they
here,
got-
and they
they-
went down and got a lot of. Because I mean, these were full-grown adults doing that. The one guy did it on like a rocking horse, but didn't have rockers on it.
Yeah.
But it looked like that. It was about that big with the skateboard under it. And he's like,
I don't know if
and he's
that's.
holding
Did
on
they-
the side of the head like that. It's like-
All right. Well,
I don't know if it's
back
going to be on every week or not, but it was,
It was
on
hilarious.
a couple
back to
days.
Idol.
I
This
seen it here.
this girl comes out talking all high pitched. She's a character. She's talking all high pitched and stuff, and they're wondering, what the hell is this girl? The second she opens her mouth, she sings really low and
yeah.
Adele. She sounds like Adele basically. And Katy Perry jumps up and says, "Fuck that," or something like this. She's like, "Fuck this. I'm not going to be made a fool of," or something like that, and runs off. Now she was just joking, but she was just trying to be like dramatic about it. But like she's like, I won't be put on, I think is what she said. She's like, I won't be put on like this, and she gets up and runs out. And the girl was really good. I think she got a ticket to Hollywood, I'm pretty sure. Another person that got a ticket to Hollywood that was really good. This guy, 19 years old. His name was Noah Thompson. He was from Louisville, Kentucky, Louisa, Kentucky, I guess. I've never heard of Louisa, Kentucky. But he's this 19-year-old kid, and he's just this construction worker. And his buddy signed him up because he was like, he's never going to sign up on his own, but he has so much talent.
Classic Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, classic Goodwill Hunting story, exactly. So his buddy, did the right thing and decided he's going to basically sign up his friend for the American Idol, and the rest is history. The guy got a ticket to Hollywood, and yeah, I'm proud of him. And he was really good.
One of the older ones that Simon did was that Susan Boyle. I don't know if you guys remember that. She's from Ireland. She's an older lady.
Right.
Dressed really, and man, she opened her mouth and they all went nuts.
You couldn't believe what actually came out. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Sometimes you just don't know. But the last most disappointing thing I remember, a person that didn't get the ticket was Aretha Franklin's granddaughter was on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Grace Franklin.
How'd she do?
And she's only 15 years old. She came on. She sang "Killing Them Softly" or "Killing Me Softly." She came on. She sang that. Her eyes were closed during the entire performance. And Luke Bryan himself, he said she sounded sleepy and subdued. So she got a chance to do a second song. Obviously, she's Aretha Franklin's fucking granddaughter. But they brought her on, and so Katy Perry was like, "Yo, I think you're awesome. I think you need a lot of work, but I bet when Aretha first walked into her first audition or whatever, she needed a lot of help and guidance, and she's like, I think we give you a shot and we can do this." Luke, we already know his opinion. He said she sounded sleepy and subdued, and he just wasn't on board. So it kind of came down to Lionel, and Lionel said,
"Hello,
it's not ready yet, and we're going to go next year." So Katy Perry hops back out of her chair again, and she goes, "Fuck this, I'm going to the bar," and she just walks off set. Again, she's playing a character, and they're probably, the producers are probably telling her to do this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just
It's all, dude. When I went up to New York City and I saw like how that shit's done behind the scenes and everything, it is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's going to be a good show, I think, and I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you guys updated out there, whether you like it or not. We're gonna talk about some American Idol. I'm gonna watch. I would
love every update on this.
It's been a while. There's no sports going on right now. I mean, except for hockey. So
do you want to bet on it?
Okay.
Do you want to bet on American Idol?
Once we get into
a bracket, the Sweet 16.
Yeah,
then,
once they get Sweet 16,
okay.
then we'll actually.
Uncle Joel, you want in on this? I know you want in on this. He's gonna start fucking being avid watcher of fucking American Idol. He's gonna be like,
we'll just do squares.
Yeah, we'll do squares.
There we go.
By the way, whoever had squares on the NFL game or the actual Super Bowl, fuck, they won twice.
They won both of them.
And then the other person won twice.
Yeah. They won. The guy that I know, when I got the one I got in, they had one square left, and they begged him to take it.
And he hit.
And he won both of them.
No shit.
Playing halves and halves.
No shit.
He probably won it.
$4,500.
How lucky is that? All right, guys. Well, They Call Us the Breeze, guys. We're going to take a little halftime break. We're going to smoke some cigarettes, hang out, have another beer.
I want to practice my trip ring.
Let's have another beer,
Can
too.
we throw that
you
thing
know what
on
I'm
the
saying?
wall?
Let's go.
Get drunk.
And then when we come back, guys, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to have the very fourth installment, a very new installment of Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll see you in just a minute. Bye.
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 Oh, shit. Hey, guys, welcome back.
Hey.
As They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live for the Tiger Cage. Sorry, I was just caught taking a sip of beer right there.
Do you ever get the bubble sometimes where you
I
like
just
you
had the
talk
bubble.
and
I had
you're
to
like,
swallow.
and you're like, what the heck?
Swallow it down. Choke it down. Choke it down. Well, guys, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. This is episode 33, live in the Tiger Cage with Uncle Chuck, man. And we're just having a good time. We're
No,
having a
it's
good
Uncle
time.
Joel. Get the hell
Oh, I'm
out
so
of here.
sorry. I'm so
Do you
sorry.
want to come back in this?
I'm just a little
Do you wanna
frazzled
come
from
back in
I'm a little
this?
frazzled from the bubble and that's what,
alligator?
plus I'm really nervous. This is a big production. Every time we do the Bre'llionaire thing, honestly, Like, I love you guys. I love this show, but it's a lot for me. And now that we've added, if you're not out there watching on YouTube, gotta watch, because last week we added the feature of the actual screen. You get to see the question with all the answers. You get to see it live as we do it. So make sure you definitely watch this part. Just stop wherever you are. If you're at home, if you're
on
home,
the 101,
doesn't matter. If you have your cell phone with you and you're listening on your phone, just stop the car. Turn off the Spotify or the Apple Podcast. Go open up YouTube. Open it up to the correct minute. Make sure, and then just watch this part, because I mean it's just so much fun. And Dad did win all million last week. You know, all 10 questions.
So these questions, Mike, are a little bit harder.
And these questions are a little harder still. So what do you say, Mike? Do you think?
Let's go.
You think
Bring
you're
it on,
ready?
bring it on.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you guys are so patient out there. We only do this every once in a week. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We do it every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks. You know, because I can't do it every week. I appreciate it, but you know, guys, it's time. The 4th installment of Bre'llionaire. Mike, do you think you got it? Let's play.
I got it. Let's go.
You got to
Yeah, there, he's playing music. There you go.
Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike wants to be
man.
a Bre'llionaire. Tonight's topic: U.S. presidents. Okay.
By the way, who'd you bring with you today, Mike? Who's there?
We have a very special
president of the Joel Bacon and the Sizzlings band.
That's right. The last remaining member of Joel Bacon and the Sizzlings. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, no.
No. All right, guys. Mike, how you feeling tonight? You feeling limber? You think you got this?
I got it.
We're going to start off the questions nice and easy like we always do, and we're going to get progressively harder. The very first question. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, who was America's first president? Was it A, Martin Van Buren, B, George Washington, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, Andrew Jackson?
B, George Washington.
You're going to say it's B, George Washington?
I'm sticking with that answer.
You're going to stick with that answer? Final answer? You're going to get it, Mike. It is George Washington. Congratulations, my guy. Very good. I was hoping. I was definitely hoping.
Didn't want you to fail after the first one.
It's like we are off to a rough start if he doesn't. All right, so you have made $100,000, Mike. Congratulations. You want to take that home, or you want to keep playing?
Let it roll.
These questions get a little bit harder.
They're going to get a little bit harder still. All right, here we go. Second question, Mike, for you tonight on Bre'llionaire. Which of these presidents is not on U.S. currency? Is it A, George Washington, B, Theodore Roosevelt, C, Abraham Lincoln, or D, Andrew Jackson?
B.
You say B, Theodore Roosevelt, is that correct? Mike's gonna get it. It is actually Theodore Roosevelt. Very good job, buddy. Oh, all right. Okay.
Two for twofer.
So,
Two
okay.
for Sutherland.
2 for Sutherland. Good job, man. I'm proud of you. All right. Now, what are your thoughts so far?
That's
Like
Kobe
that,
teeth.
like we're
Easy. I
we're
mean,
definitely softballing these, right?
These are
So
you know,
far.
we're throwing up melons
so
for
far,
you.
so far, some softballs.
Softballs.
You feeling pretty confident about the rest? Okay. All right. Very
We'll
good.
see.
Very good.
We'll see.
All right. Question number 3.
I got a 25% chance of getting it right.
Mike, seriously now, who wrote the Gettysburg Address? Was it A, Franklin D. Roosevelt, B, George Washington, C, Abraham Lincoln, or D, William Howard Taft?
C, Abraham Lincoln.
Mike's going to guess C, Abraham Lincoln. Is that your final answer,
Final
Mike?
answer, Mike.
I thought Al Gore wrote that.
I thought so too. I was convinced. I had to check it up. I thought Al Gore was the one. And he wasn't even president, so, you know.
Watching ice caps.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, watching them melt. Al Gore was out watching the ice caps. All right, Dad, you say
I like
Abraham
it. I like
Lincoln?
it. He's-
Mike's going to get it. It is, in fact, Abraham Lincoln. Very good job, my friend. Wow. I'm actually nervous. I don't think we have much of a show going on at this point. You're just going to
he's gonna please
actually
do it.
starting to
Until-
work on the internet, and it just took that long.
You can't just sweep through these so easily. All right, question number 4, if you're ready for it.
Fire away.
Which of these presidents is not on Mount Rushmore? Is it A, Abraham
Trump.
Lincoln, B, George Washington, C, John Adams, or D, Thomas Jefferson? Who is not on the Washington Monument? Is it A, Abraham Lincoln, B, George Washington, C, John Adams, or
C.
D,
C,
Thomas
John
Jefferson?
Adams.
C is your answer?
Mm-hmm.
C is correct,
man,
ladies and gentlemen. He got it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Roosevelt's up there, the other one, right?
Yep, Roosevelt is the other one.
Who's the-
Congratulations.
Which
man.
is the one that's not unfinished, or the ones that is unfinished? Is
Wait,
there
they ha-
one?
wait, they
is
have
there one
more?
that's unfinished?
There's more?
No, never mind. Could have been.
I got a question.
You got a question?
Yeah, name an American rock band where all 4 members are.
And that was the trivia question. For those of you out there who haven't listened to the entire series, yes, I won a trivia question. It says this rock band, this famous rock band, has 4 members of it that are all dead. And I went through classic rock bands, and I thought, and I said, no, there's none. There's none. Wait, it's a trick question. Mount Rushmore. It's a rock group with all 4 members are dead. Duh.
And you won, and you landed the plane that day.
I did.
That was the gift, and it was awesome.
The pilots were like, hey, do you want to come in and just land the plane? This will be really cool.
They go, you're really good with it.
And I said, all right, let's do this shit. Let's definitely
They're
go.
like, if you figured this one out, you're pretty smart. You want to go ahead and take over?
You could probably fly a 727.
All right, well, Mike, you have $400,000 right now. Do you want to take $400,000 and head home, or you want to keep going?
Let it roll.
All right, let's roll. Next question.
What time's checkout tomorrow, Mike?
Which of these presidents?
I checked out earlier today.
Which of these presidents was an actor before presidency? Was it A, Jimmy Carter, B, Richard Nixon, C, Ronald Reagan, or D, Herbert Hoover?
The vacuum guy?
I think he did some commercials, but I don't think he was an actor. I'd say it was C, Ronald Reagan.
You'd say it was C, Ronald Reagan. Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you're gonna get it. It is definitely C, Ronald Reagan. Congratulations, buddy.
You must read a lot.
He did. Yeah, I think. Well, when I was writing these questions, I said, Dad does know about history, so I think he's gonna be fine. And the question that hung you up, and you're like, I don't know about that one, dude. I'm like,
Oh, well, I can't tell you yet because we'll get on it.
yeah, I think Dad will definitely know that one as well. Yeah. Well,
Bring her with him.
you're doing great. You're already halfway through, bro. You're already halfway through. You're at 500,000. There's only 5 more questions to go until you're a Bre'llionaire, man. How do you feel? You feeling confident? I think you're sounding confident.
I'm feeling fine, man. I got this.
Okay.
Bring it
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless you start switching to U.S. Presidents of major corporations.
Oh yeah, well that'd be a little bit tougher still. All right, and these questions are a little tougher still. The 6th question out of 10 for the Bre'llionaire segment tonight. Mike.
Ooh.
Which of these presidents was not assassinated? Was it A, William McKinley, B, John F. Kennedy, C, Abraham Lincoln, or D, Zachary Taylor?
Let me think. A.
You're going to say A?
Hey, look at your counsel too, buddy.
Now remember, you still have 3 lifelines. You have Uncle Joel, you have Ryan, and you have a 50-50.
Okay, I'll go with Uncle Joel. 4. A.
Just T.
Uncle Joel puts up the baseball signal. Uncle Joel puts up the baseball signal for 4.
Got 2 strikes now. D. D.
You're going to go with D, Zachary Taylor. Is that it?
Yeah.
3.
All right, that's it. Zachary Taylor, way to phone it in at the last minute. Yep, McKinley was assassinated. That's right.
I was thinking that when I first heard it that he probably was, but then got to the end, I was like, man, I don't remember him being assassinated.
Well, I don't remember it either. Because I wasn't even born yet.
What was that?
Joe was in diapers. He was barely born.
Barely shitting green. All right, man. You're getting there. You're getting there, dude. You're getting there. You are at $600,000 right now. So let's go. It's what, 3 more questions
So
left?
that question was about okay, yeah.
3 questions left. Here we go. Wait, 4 questions left. Right, because you're at 600.
4.
Yes, 4. I can count. I promise I can count. All right. It's They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, new question. Here we go. Question number 7 out of 10. I think. I'm pretty sure. Which of these presidents has been to war? A. Thomas Jefferson. B. Calvin Coolidge. C. John Adams. Or D. Ulysses S. Grant.
Easy for you to say.
I'd say B.
You're going to say B. Calvin Coolidge.
No. What say
Thomas Jefferson.
A.
Calvin Coolidge.
A.
John Adams. Or Ulysses S. Grant.
Grant was, and that would. You said has not been to war.
Has not. Well, no. Which one? There's only
They've
one that
been to
has
war.
been to war.
Oh, well, Grant for sure. D.
Ulysses S. Grant. You're going to go with that?
Oh, I thought you said which has.
No,
not
yeah.
been to.
The only one that's been to war, and you say Ulysses S. Grant. Mm-hmm. You're going to get it, Mike. Jesus Christ. I was almost scared there for a minute, buddy.
Oh, I thought. I thought you said which one hasn't. I was like Jefferson didn't, and I'm not sure about Adams, but maybe he did.
It was tough. I had to look up. I had to literally look up which presidents have not been in the war.
We signed you up for the SAT tomorrow morning.
That's right.
By the way,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you are
Oh, I'm
on for
already
the
taking
SATs
the
tomorrow.
test
Yeah.
tomorrow. It's over at the golf course.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get whooped on. You're going to get whooped on.
Hey, you gonna learn hard about that test, buddy.
Great job, Mike. We're going to keep it rolling, man. You're at 700,000. Do you want to take it or go home, bud?
Keep rolling.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Down the
All right.
river.
Rolling on a river. All right, next question for you. Who was the youngest president elected into office? Was it A, John F. Kennedy, B, Theodore Roosevelt, C, Bill Clinton, or D, Barack Obama?
D.
Dad says Barack Obama was the youngest president to be elected into office. Is that your final answer?
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yep.
That is incorrect, ladies and gentlemen. That is incorrect. I am so sorry, Mike. I am so sorry.
FDR.
No.
John F. Kennedy was the youngest
not FDR.
elected into office, the youngest president to assume presidency because of an assassination or a death or whatever was actually Theodore Roosevelt. But elected was the question, and JFK was the youngest at 43, I believe, 44.
34. I figured Barack was younger than him. 34.
Yeah. Oh, man, you can't win them all, man.
I mean, I knew John F. Kennedy was 34, but I thought
Hey, you better. Hey,
Hey, you
Uncle
know-
Joel had it. He pulled up the one.
A big round of applause for Mike tonight. You know,
So you know what?
can't win them all. You really can't. You know, you got 7 out of. You should have went home with the $700,000, but you still have $1 million
Can we-
left over
hey.
from last week.
Can we
Yeah.
pull an audible?
No, I think we're good.
this
Yeah,
shit is fixed.
Mike, you did your best, and we're really proud of you. And you know, you can't win them all, like we said.
Curveball
Wait.
tight inside.
I'm gonna do this one time. Okay? I'm gonna pull a card out on this one, okay? Because
you
I
want-
want to see if Uncle Joel can get the $1 million question because he has been money on the spot. Dad, put the earphones up to Uncle Joel.
All right,
Let's put him in the hot.
Swing that
let's
mic.
Put him in the
swing
hot
that mic
seat.
up for Uncle Joel real quick.
Put the earphones in and let's get him on the
All right, so we're gonna
$100 million
skip- you wanna skip
question.
straight
Oh, for
from-
sure. He's been on it the whole time.
So Mike just lost question 8, but we're gonna skip straight to question 10. We're gonna see if Uncle Joel knows it. All right.
He's going this way. That goes in that here. That goes in that here. Over here?
Precedented, I should say. All right, Uncle Joel, here you go.
The $1 million
$1
question.
million question tonight. Are we ready? All right. Which of these presidents was married during his time in office? Which of these presidents was married? A, James Buchanan. B, Thomas Jefferson. C, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Or D, Andrew Jackson. Which one of these guys was married? James Buchanan, Thomas Jefferson, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or Andrew Jackson? What do we think?
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
You got it, buddy.
Ladies and
Was
gentlemen,
that
there
it?
is, there
Let's
it
go,
is.
baby.
Let's go.
My man.
All right, Uncle Joel saves it on the bonus round. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Ryan was like, this question's going to be really hard. And I was like, have you never heard of Eleanor Roosevelt? like he's like, I don't know about that married one, man. When I texted Ryan all the questions,
I
he's like,
don't know,
I don't know about
man.
that married
I mean,
one. And I was like, it's Roosevelt, man.
I mean,
You know, that was kind of tricky because Andrew Jackson was married too.
So fun fact, actually, 2 of the 4 were widowers. Buchanan was never married. Jefferson and Jackson both had wives before the presidency, and the
never
wives
remarried
died.
kind of thing. Yeah.
The wives died before they actually assumed presidency.
shit.
So kind of a trick question in there.
Because his old lady we ain't on here.
No, we're here. We're on the his old lady. Yeah, no, but yeah. James Buchanan was the only one who basically never married.
There's a lady you're getting ready to say.
You know, and we are we try to keep things.
We try to keep things PC around here, Uncle Joel. Jeez, I know you want
But
$1 million,
also-
but don't go freaking spending it real quick, buddy.
Disney World.
Hey,
Hey, I'm going to Disney, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Joel, everybody. Hey, great round, boys. Great round.
Get all kinds of hate mail.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to do Did You Know That It's All About St. Petersburg. This is They Call Us the
yeah.
Breeze, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye.
see ya.
Oh, we're talking about guitar.
Well, hey, you beautiful coxes and foxes. Welcome back. It's
Welcome
fucking
to Coconut.
episode 33. They call us the
Hello,
Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live in the Tiger Cage. Oh, Ryan's already looking at his notes. He's on his phone. He's hot
It's
to the
good,
trot.
juicy
He's-
stuff, bro. I want to come
I'm
correct.
just saying, yeah, but are you going to come correct when I beat your ass in some darts after this next segment?
That
We're
ain't
about
gonna
done,
happen.
dude.
Nah,
We're
that
about
ain't
done.
gonna happen.
I'm going to
That's
start
not gonna
pounding beers. I'm going to do a little shotgun workout. I almost picked up a bottle of JD on my way up here, but I was like, you know what? It's best sometimes to just take a month or 2 off from having a bottled whiskey live in the Tiger Cage. Thank you. And yeah, so sometimes
Contractually obligated to do that.
absolutely you are. So you try to make sure you don't have that bottle always there. But I was thinking about it. I got this close.
We do have
close today.
There's tequila.
From the way I sound and feel. Oh, there is
Tequila.
tequila.
Tequila?
All right.
Whatever that
Did
thing
you
is.
tequila?
Well, if I turn
Keep
that
moving it around.
if I turn that bass to where I'm like, all right, I might pass out on the couch here tonight. Then that's when the tequila's definitely coming out.
you
You know,
probably should
why
put
not?
the tequila in with the dog food.
And then he said he wanted to play golf with you guys tomorrow too. So if you guys can make that happen,
No,
turn it
like
into
I said,
something.
I'm gonna do jackass. I'm gonna hide in the bushes with an air horn, and every time they
I said just do it on Joel's back swings, not mine.
I said, as a golfer myself, I might like. I can't do it.
yeah, I can't.
I can't do it.
I literally, it's like shooting
Jeremy's
another.
like, I don't like golf.
But I have a
I could probably do it.
when
Yeah.
those air horns get the pinch and it's like, it's
Yeah.
like no. Oh yeah.
I could care less. I'll fucking do it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Well, we're
about the 6th hole. Joel
Do you
be
want to
like,
put money
"The
on
hell
their
was
game
that
tomorrow?
goddamn noise?
We should put some money. I mean, he's seen the golf course.
Well,
He's seen the flyover. I think. What do you want?
I'll
$5?
pick Uncle Joel any day over Dad.
All right, I'll
You
take.
know,
I'll take
no,
Dad.
No offense.
Hey,
but,
$5 right here.
Okay.
Shake it.
All right, shake it. Don't break it.
All right, let's
All
go,
right,
boys.
okay.
We got money on these ponies.
All right.
Hard.
My feet are taped to the bicycle.
They're
on
both
this
gonna
one.
take their ball at the very end and just throw it and then be like, "Fuck both of them."
Yep.
We'll split. We'll buy a pitcher.
$5 ain't gonna intimidate me at all.
You guys are gonna agree on who takes the dive, and then you guys are gonna split the head. Yeah.
There you go.
It's too late.
All right, guys. Well, we don't do it all the time, but we try to stay a little informative on this show every once in a while. We try to teach ourselves something and try to teach you something in return.
sure.
You guys are out there listening to us while you're on your grind. You're doing your grocery trips. You're maybe doing a little bit of hot yoga. And you got us in the ears, and we appreciate that. We really do.
We do.
So we try to give back. We try to inform a little bit, and it's time for a segment we like to call "Did You Know That?"
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Can you believe it? You realize that? No.
Hey,
I
did the Golf
not
Channel
realize
contact you
that. And
about
I learned
filming that
something
for us?
today.
That is right, guys. Did you know that? Me and Ryan were talking about this, I think, last episode, if not the episode before. But we were, St. Pete's got a lot of history.
It does have a lot of history.
It does have a lot of history.
Unique,
of course, we
unique.
saved the hardest topic to cover for the last segment when we've had the most beers, and but we're gonna do it. And I did a lot.
We'll do it live.
I did a lot of research today, Ryan. I know you did too, buddy.
Yeah, I was out in the garden. With
what time did you get up?
What time did I get up? 7 o'clock.
7. Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
I didn't-
I have things to do. And
I didn't
had
get
to
up
do
till 10.
research.
I didn't get up till
well,
10.
I
crammed
just
it
have
in.
still an internal. Anyways.
I was still listening to other podcasts while I was putting together the information. So
Okay.
Well, it's like studying. You have to listen to music or something that's good for you.
Baroque period.
But we
classical
wanted to
music.
talk about some things like Roser Park. I'm going to start right off the bat. Mom, I remember I took Mom from Bayfront Hospital back home one time, and she's like, I've never been to Roser Park. And I was like, well, let's go. So we took a little right, and this little neighborhood is the coolest little neighborhood. If you've never, it's between 4th and 9th. And it's about like 12th Avenue South, something like that. And
Yep,
it's behind,
right behind
the Bayfront Center, basically.
Exactly, right
And
behind.
It's this cool little neighborhood with all these little hills and bridges, and there's a canal or this creek.
It's actually
creek that
pretty
runs.
cool. Like it's like you can hear the creek running through. It's just wild. It's like a different. It looks like you would be on a movie set.
They're actually doing something this Saturday, if you're out there listening live, or actually not this Saturday, I think it's next Saturday, where they're actually having like a from 9 to 11 for you got to pay for a ticket. It's like $20-$40, something like that. You do a house tour, and you get to go into a bunch of people's houses and like check out all the different houses, because it's a big array of different styles of architecture in this little neighborhood. So you can go do a house tour, but then for free for families and everything like that. I think it starts around like probably 11 or noon. There's some live music and food trucks and things that are going to be hanging out down there. So I mean, they do little events like this, but historic Roser Park, I mean, it's pretty damn historic. It literally, the legend goes that the guy that actually bought up the land and started it, he's from Elyria, Ohio, first off. So shout out to Ohio.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out Ohio.
Exactly. But he the legend is, and Nabisco kind of argues this a little bit, but that he was like basically the creator of the Fig Newton. So he bought up, the legend goes he sold the Fig Newton recipe to Nabisco for $1 million, bought up all this land, waited to keep buying up little parcels around of what he already had in his initial purchase, and he started filling it in like in a weird way. He built the neighborhood almost like he would architect a house.
Yeah.
He put these little hills in, and it's all man-made. All this stuff.
It looks like the Beetlejuice,
it just looks like it's from a storybook.
wild.
It's kind of crazy. And there's these
big
little
houses, little houses, huge
it's
mansions,
not
like
really
manors.
St. Pete.
Exactly. That's the
it's
thing.
crazy.
So when he was doing all this, people were kind of like, all right, what the hell is that? Now,
Yeah.
I had heard that none other than Al Capone had a house in Roser Park, because Al Capone actually did own some land in St. Petersburg.
and used
That is
to
a
use
fact.
a little bit of underground stuff.
And then you want to talk about like the underground tunnel system with the Prohibition and all that shit. Like that's
Ceviche
that's
down
a
in
real
St. Pete.
There are buildings. Okay, another one. Not just ceviche. They say there's a brick wall, and behind the brick wall, it's a tunnel that starts the tunnel system. Now, this tunnel system was supposedly goes under Roser Park. It actually goes into the arcade, the little shopping hallway that's on Central Avenue and 4th. That
Okay.
little arcade underneath one of the buildings. So I was looking into it today because I was like, I know of this legend. I know this legend. I want to know if it's true or not. Did Al Capone and some people run some booze underneath St. Pete? And they say that they do still have tunnels down there. They don't know exactly what they were used for. And one of them is underneath that arcade. And I thought that. But
Yeah, he would probably. I mean, because there's a house in Shore Acres right before we even get into Shore Acres where he bought it for his mom. Like, there's swampland back in the day. Come on, man, no one's looking at St. Pete for that kind of
the
stuff,
Prado
man.
over there,
No way. And then you're quick to land. You're quick to sea. You're quick to the sea. You're quick to harbors. Easy in and out. No one's looking at St. Pete except Jack Kerouac. So Jack Kerouac. That's what I did my research on.
Well, real quick before I end on Roser Park, there's a cemetery there.
You know what?
There's a tiny cemetery. I did not actually know this. I've driven around in there a lot. Like sometimes I've just back in high school when I knew it existed, I might have just rolled one up and kind of just cruised around, and just looked at it because it's really cool and everything like that. But
Burnout.
there's an actual cemetery there, and there's people that died in the Civil War that are there. There's St. Petersburg's first mayor ever is buried there, apparently.
That's wild. Okay, so
And
that
then
already tells me.
Bayboro Harbor. Do we know where that is?
Bayboro
the
Harbor
guy
is
who
down by
developed
USF.
Bayboro Harbor, he's also buried there. So, like, I did not know there was a cemetery there. So
So, like, literally
I
icons that built
learned
the whole
something
city
today.
is
you know
built
that?
in this little freaking thing.
But Jack Kerouac.
Yeah, Jack
big
Kerouac.
story about Jack Kerouac, yeah.
That was what I decided to do my research on. And
Ryan,
are you guys?
Ryan, what did you decide to do your project on today?
Ooh,
Pick me.
I might as well go first. That way I can get it out of the way.
Yep.
That way,
No bar is set.
no
yet.
bar is set. I did that in French class actually one time for a presentation.
But Jack Kerouac, I read
Do we know
something.
Jack Kerouac?
He's a writer.
Yeah, he's a novelist. He was part of the Beat kind of society,
Beatnik.
right? To give you an idea of how
People
old he
say
is, he
that
fought.
he,
He fought in World War II, so that gives you an idea of like how old he was. After he got done with World War II, he decided he wanted to be a writer. So he was a beat writer. When he was done with this whole thing, when he was in his 40s, he came down to St. Pete and he bought a house for his mom.
I heard his living situation was like fucked up, right?
So he bought a house off of 51st and 10th Avenue. So literally 10 minutes from here, okay? So he lived with his mom and his wife, but that
Okay,
was his third
okay.
wife.
Third wife, wow.
But
yeah.
they talk about Jack, and they talk about how the Flamingo Bar, if you guys
Across from the Dairy Queen.
across from the Dairy Queen on 9th Street,
Yep.
that is where Jack used to go all the time. And legend has it that what he would used to
Not
do...
the Dairy Queen, the Dairy Inn.
The Dairy Inn, exactly. So those green benches also... So when I was writing this out, I was like, green benches, man, is that really only St. Pete because there's Green Bench Brewery?
Well, that's what we used to have. Like, if you
So-
see the old picture
Yeah.
in my hallway at my apartment building, they have the old picture of, like, it's literally from the 60s or 70s. It's sunken gardens and two, like, Bettys walking out dressed all
Yeah,
60s
and
and,
it's like,
shit.
so
And then,
this
there,
was
and then there's
just-
another one of Central Avenue, and it's a bunch of businessmen sitting on Central in a bunch of green benches.
Yeah, it's like it, and I was like, okay, so Green Branch, and then so they talked about Jack Kerouac, and they were like, he used to go flamingos all the time, and at 8 a.m. in the morning every day when they would open the bar, they would find Jack at one of those green benches, and he would wander his way into flamingos. And this is what they had to say about this cat, right? They basically said, they're like, it was just outside on one of St. Pete's old green benches that Nichols would find Kerouac waiting at 8 a.m. for him to open the bar.
And smoking a cigarette.
He'd sit in the same corner stool and occasionally play a game of pool. He'd drink beers, a pint for a quarter, and pour in a nip of whiskey from his flask. He'd posture.
Oh, so he brought his own blast, so he
dude.
didn't have to pay for whiskey at the bar.
He'd posture, talk big, and rail about the Vietnam War, but the one thing he didn't talk much about was writing. So he came to St. Pete as his getaway. I mean, he is the
I've heard a lot
one of
about
the
him
legends.
hanging
I mean,
around.
he's inspired the Beatles. Like the
Yeah.
Beatles talk about how they've read Jack Kerouac.
Well-
The Doors have talked about how he's big Jim Morrison influence
used to
is
hang
Jack
out.
Kerouac.
He used to hang out at Beauart's, which was
You know
a
where he
coffee
died?
house.
St. Anthony's.
Oh, I did
St.
not know
Anthony's
that.
Hospital
I
from
did
an
not know
abdominal
that.
hemorrhage because his
right here.
body failed him at 42 years old.
Damn, I
He
did not
drank
know that.
so freaking much that his freaking...
Let that be a lesson to everybody out
Yes,
there. In
let that
listener
be a
land. Yeah.
huge lesson.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what I want to do?
Don't
guys?
go out the Kerouac
If
way.
you're all about it, we're going to go to Flamingos. We're going to have a drink.
Yeah.
We're going to go visit the house.
I'm good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He used to also hang out at Beauart's, which was a coffee house. It was kind of a north central.
Park?
It was like kind of getting to the Pinellas Park area. I remember going. Yeah, it was Pinellas Park. I remember going there. It's not there anymore. It was still there in the early 2000s. I remember going there with Josh Harris, my old drummer, and we did an open mic. We just played like a couple songs on acoustic and bongos because that's what we used to do.
I
But
remember those sets. Those
and
were
there was
sweet sets.
There was a piano. We only did. I think we only were there one time, and the guy like the old guy that like owned the place or was working, he's like, that piano right there on stage with you, next to you, Jim Morrison played that piano once. Like, and I was like, oh, that's sick. And then I later found out Jack Kerouac used to hang out there as well. And I was literally hanging out, like Morrison would read poetry on stage there. And so, I mean, I was at that coffee house, but that
so
Morrison,
that's like chills, dude. That's crazy.
Morrison
dude.
actually lived here. He went to St. Petersburg Junior College. It was called back then.
SPJC.
I think my producer gave
Clearwater.
me Yeah, my producer gave me notes. I think he was definitely.
Down.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But.
What happened was. Yeah, Jim Morrison. His dad was a Navy captain in Virginia.
Well, he lived in Clearwater for a while.
Yeah, sent Jim to Clearwater and to live with his grandparents to finish out a year of SPJC, and he did that. After he did that,
to be called SPJC. Exactly.
After that, he went to FSU, right, for a year. He got arrested. There was a football game, and you could see this. You pull it up, and it says.
So that's where the mugshot comes from.
Exactly. So you see him. And it's like it says that he was belligerent at a fucking football game and stole a cane and a helmet off somebody, and they arrested his ass. So after that, he went to UCLA over in California, where he decided he wanted to study a little bit of film. And that's when he met the dude that can play the keys.
Yeah, the organ player from the Doors. Yeah,
but he hung around in Clearwater all the time.
Don't have his name right there right now, but yeah.
Yeah, he was
legend.
And they say he used to come over to St. Pete a lot to watch a lot of film. He used to do that cafe. Like he loves St. Pete, man. Like
I love St. Pete. I mean, we've been here since 1989, right, Father? We moved down here in '89. Yep. From Dayton, Ohio, and I was 3, and Adam was 2.
I was
and
-1.
Was -1 or 2.
You're still getting free rides.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Pete Rose in there somewhere.
I got one more chance at a Pete Rose. Let's knock this one out of the park. Let's do it. And he is the most talented as far as like rounded talents. Athletic and
good looking.
You did good on the 3rd try, man. First try, y'all dropped me on my head, and so here I am. But yeah, so do you know St. Pete was the first place to ever have the first commercial flight?
Do you remember today?
Uh-oh. Did this come up today?
Well, it's got that sculpture of it at the pier.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys read on it?
Remember?
Yeah, we're on it today.
We took it up. We flew it back over to Tampa.
Yeah.
So what day was it? $1 million.
It was today. It was
You're going for $1 million.
today.
What day was it? Thursday.
You got that right. It was Thursday.
It was raining.
So apparently the first time anyone ever paid to be a passenger on a plane to go anywhere was just from St. Pete to Tampa.
Oh, no. I was.
But did you guys read the plaque? Did you?
No.
Okay.
Tony Janice, though.
Yep.
Right?
Tony Janice. Yep. And we have Janice Landing. Exactly. And I'm not sure if that's a play on that, but
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
But yeah, so he flew the mayor. Actually, the mayor won a ticket at an auction for $400, and the mayor was the first person to pay to ride shotgun. Essentially, it was just the two of them. It's not like it was a big commercial flight, and they said they were only what? Oh gosh. 5 to 10 feet like above the water or something stupid like that. They weren't.
He had that seaplane.
Yeah, it says they skimmed across Tampa Bay with only 5 feet above the water. So, I mean, they were just balls out.
You're not gonna believe this.
Still faster than anybody.
You're not gonna fucking believe this.
Do we have breaking news right now?
January 1st, 1914 was a fucking Thursday.
Was it a Thursday?
That's
there we
my
go.
man.
Yep. Ryan just looked up January 1st, 1914 when this flight occurred. It was a Thursday.
God dang.
Yeah.
God dang.
Well,
this guy.
that's basically the extent of my St. Petersburg research. Ryan, do you have any other St. Petersburg research?
No. Just places I've fallen. Fallen over. Really, I know. There was Jimi Hendrix. There was a gentleman, but that was Tampa.
Yeah.
Allman Brothers went to college here.
Okay, Allman Brothers went to college here. Yeah. All right, that's good to know. Shit.
Yeah, down.
Oh wait, I do have one more.
What do you have?
in about mid 2021, this legendary podcast called They Call Us the Breeze started performing out of a subsidiary of St. Petersburg called Jungle Terrace, and they started doing their podcast every Thursday, and it was just amazing, and everybody had a great time, and everybody lived happily ever after, and they made a bunch of money, and they had all sorts of really cool sponsors. Jeremy married, Scarlett Johansson. It was just great. Everybody was happy, and that's how that went.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
That's a great story.
I'm gonna tweet that to ScarJo.
What year are we in now?
Yeah. What?
Well, it's 2022 now, so
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass in darts, boys. Hey, you want to
Yeah,
get a ton
I think
80?
it's time to go play
Hey.
some. Yeah, let's
Hey,
get that ton
that's
80.
This is a good.
I've heard of the legend of Joel Bacon and the ton 80.
Freaking
Yeah, let's
80,
go see if
buddy.
we can make
so
that
let's go
happen.
see if he could trip out and get a
Guys,
plaque
this
again.
has been episode 33 of They Call
You
Us
know-
the Breeze, and we have been us, and we hope you've been happy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you
happy.
for listening. For every one of you
Don't
out there
worry.
that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends. Make sure you like the page, facebook.com/They Call Us the Breeze. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tiger Cage Media is the main channel. You get Is This Football? You get They Call Us the Breeze. It's just a good ass time. And make sure you stay tuned for this summer. There's going to be a lot going on. Ryan, what do you say, bud?
Hi, Smiths family.
Man, we'll see you guys. Good night, everybody. We'll
Back
see
next
you.
Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel.
That's right. Good night, guys. Bye.